report, Your Majesty. The Imperial Army marches on western Fargus.
Just when we'd brought peace back to the area too. We should get ready to provide aid at once.
Rodrigue has already been dispatched to Mateus, along with all the soldiers I can currently spare. And I've sent Annette and Gustav to the Baron's side. Though if it's for better or worse is yet to be seen. I don't doubt we'd all ride to the rescue if we could. But that's clearly not possible given the situation.
Agreed. Now that Claude's joined up with the enemy, we can't risk doing anything foolish. If we move our soldiers even a breath away from the northeast, the Alliance will be all over us.
All we can do now is divide our forces to keep the enemy in check and meet their attacks as they come. We never should have let this happen in the first place. But who could have seen the Empire and Alliance forming such a union?
Boar, are you seriously going to just stand by and watch? They'll overrun us if we don't stem the tide.
Though it smacks of desperation, I'm told the Western Front has enlisted the services of Gerald's mercenaries. They're the same band that carried the battle at Madrid Way. So I hope we can make good use of them again.
Is this really the plan? Burn through mercenaries while we hole up here?
Do try not to be so grim. The Empire has pushed rapid reforms on the land over these last few years. Not everyone was happy to have such changes thrust upon them, and that includes their new friends in the Alliance. The Empire is leaning over the kingdom with such greed that they might yet trip over their own feet.
Do you think there will be revolts?
I'm certainly not going to plan my strategy around it, but there have been whispers, yes. The old ways must die. With that I agree. But shove that down the people's throats, and you risk breaking the very land you're trying to rule.
Yes. We've grappled for years with the aftermath of trying to enact reform.
Change is a painful process, but rushed change will set the region to rot from the inside out.
I wonder why they're so intent on doing this the quick and dirty way.
It's difficult to say. Perhaps were things different, we might have found some common ground, some harmonious way forward. But I've lost too many I care about to this war. Ingrid chief among them. When I think about what they fought for, what they died for, there can be no turning back.
Oh, well, I guess Anna's just right over here. Alright, well, that's handy. I guess we're not getting the foreign tome. Guess that's not going on. Anyway, interesting. It is nice how you get, like, some cutscenes kind of sprinkled throughout, capturing areas here and there. Anyway, hello, Kibi. Glad to hear that you are doing A-okay there. I'm doing alrighty. I was kind of telling the story a little bit earlier about, this past weekend of testing and not quite passing this time, but hopefully being able to do it next time when it comes to, Taekwondo. Doing good, but you kind of got addicted to this game, which is why his sleep decreased. Yeah, you know, it's funny. This is currently stream 76, it looks like. Wait, is this stream 76 or is this stream 77? I labeled it as stream 76. This might actually be stream 77. All I know is I've yet to make thumbnails for, like, the last 3 streams, because I would rather be playing this game than editing this game. So, there's a little bit of a difference compared to 3 hours there. I've been working on, like, some other editing projects, like the Minecraft stuff with Peculiar Potions. But, I'm at the point where I'd rather play the game than edit it. So now I find myself a little bit ahead here. So I should, when this stream is over tonight, maybe I should get to work on some of that. Anyway, when it comes to... Hold on, let me go ahead and grab this first, and then I'll tell the last little smidge of my story. Stop by a store in town that has all kinds of items for sale. Welcome, we're going to have a sale. Are these to your liking? Sure, I'll look at some flowers. Wow. Yeah, and a shop. That's real treasure again today. I'll be setting up shop at your camp. Look for me there. Yep, cool. You contact the battalion. Wait, what? What did that say? I'm gonna look on my stream. Wait, I can just view the log. Oh no, you contact. Gosh dang it! Something contact from battalion guild. It didn't seem like a. It seemed like a weird sentence. I don't know. You need more troops? I was right here. You may hire one of these battalions. Oh, they should be weak. I'll leave you to them. If they're not strong enough, I'll train them up myself. Virgin mercenaries, Albanian vagabonds. I think I already have dudos from Bridget, so I'll go with whoever these guys are. Sure. Cool. Farming... Who wants the axe dudos? Because that might actually be pretty cool, then. Like... What did I just get? Is that a B one? Oh, that's an A1. Oh, okay. I'll give that to someone later. Some supportive civilians have offered to furnish you with supplies. We're rooting for you. Take anything you think you can use. Can I have your sofa? Cool. A facility can be expanded. Neato. Anyway, so at the beginning of the stream, I was kind of talking about how this past weekend I was testing for 3rd-degree black belt once again. Didn't quite manage to pass it, but I got close enough that I know I can do it. I just need to do it quite right. Because power back kick, where I have to break a stack of 6 boards, I got 5 out of 6. And scissor round, where I have to break 3 in midair, I got like 2 out of 3 every time. Yeah, that's what I'd like to see. Italia, the pizza-filled continent of south of Fodland. That'd be cool to see. Hey, long time no see. I've been wandering here and there for a while, but no place really grabbed me like before. Business is booming. There's a huge demand for just about everything when a war's on. That's a status power. Whatever.
Well, hello there.
I don't even know.
Is that the one?
Bam.
Is that the one?
Give me the things.
Nothing but the best
I
for
need
you.
them. Thank you.
Come back soon.
Perfect. Wait, does it say that you have other things that I
Welcome.
haven't seen you having before? Oh, just like these. Okay. Okay, anyway. And I guess to follow up on that, one of the things I mentioned during that story was how I still have like some of the boards underneath here. This is what one board looks like. I gotta break like 6 of these together. But I had mentioned how I took the advice of one of my fellow classmates telling me to, you know, put a target at the center for something to aim for when I'm, you know, aiming at the stack and whatnot. So when I asked for a pen, they had asked me like, oh, do you want to draw a smiley face? And I was like, sure. So I drew a smiley face, and then my instructor drew like a circle around it. So this was one of the attempts. This was the attempt where like it broke 5 out of 6. But on some of the, I had a couple other attempts at the end, and they prepared like a stack of 6 ahead of time while other people were doing their power back kicks and whatnot, and gave me the opportunity to like draw a target on it again. So I did that. And because I was just retesting, just to like retest for, you know, the 2 breakings I had to go for, I was otherwise just volunteering, helping out with the testing, like holding boards for people and whatnot, and helping conduct testing thingamabobs and whatnot. So I was on the side of the room with like the volunteers and stuff. And so my other fellow black belt volunteers, when they saw me draw a smiley face, they were like, oh, I thought that you might decorate it up a bit more. I was like, well, if you want to add something, you can add something. So, lo and behold, 3 of my fellow black belt volunteers, well, aw, she's limping. Aw. That's what happens when you get old. They, on this other board, they wound up drawing a mustache, a crazy hairdo, and some, like, inspiring words and whatnot. And I wasn't able to do it on that go. The height of the machine that holds all the boards was a little bit different. I thought I'd try out a new height, and it seems like that was not the play, so I'm not going to try out that height again in the future. I'll go back to, like, the higher height that I had before when I did 5 out of 6, most likely. But, you know, if you successfully break your boards and such, then you take them home, and then it's like, oh, there's, like, the achievement. Well, I just brought this home for, like, funsies and kindling. It's not like this was a successful attempt. But, I wouldn't imagine that anyone would want to, like, break such a personalized board that was, like, such a weird art project there and bring that home. So after the testing, I had asked my instructor, like, you know, no one's probably gonna want to, like, break and take home such a wacky, like, art project board for their testing. So can I just use, like, this same board at the front of the stack next time? And he said, okay, like, you can leave it here. I'll put it behind the front of the desk. So now, behind the front desk at my dojang, there is a board waiting there for me for the next time that I attempt, which is a mustachioed hairdo smiley face with inspirational words board that'll be right at the front of my stack the next time that I attempt this, whenever the next retesting is. So, so there's that. And it'll wait behind the front desk of the dojang until that day comes, a board specifically for me. So, you know, there's that. That was something funny there that I wanted to share. Oh, what's going on with the orb over here? And Caspar has something new to say? Oh, I guess because Count Burgley has left. Yeah, I had a pretty large break and take on due to COVID, right? So I think you retaining your performance can also be seen as something positive. Yeah, that's what a few people have told me there. Where, you know, my training was like either not happening at all or very on and off with COVID and whatnot. Was the case. As of this year, I've been trying to like get into a schedule again. Late last year, after my Oppa had passed away, I had mentioned at the Taekwondo school that I wanted to get into a schedule in the near future, and I like wanted to come in and be training, but you know, I couldn't commit to a schedule quite yet because I had to be spending time with, you know, my family and whatnot in those trying times. And what my instructor told me, with my instructor, it's a family-run business. My instructor is like the son of the master of the dojang, so they kind of run it together and whatnot. What he told me was, you know, you're one of our longest time students here, so, you know, on any of the adult class days, if you want to come in and train, just stop in and train. No need to worry about payment for now or a schedule or anything like that. Just come in on the days that you feel like you're able to train and you want to train. Once you're ready, we can work something out later, like schedule-wise. And it's like, my heart! Like, they're so freaking kind to me. And, so I wanted to get into a schedule starting this year. And then there was another family thing after my aunt passed away early this year from cancer, which was like, my goodness, that's just the kind of thing that can happen out of nowhere and is like super jarring and whatnot. So there was another kind of reprise of like trying to spend a lot of time with family and be there for them and whatnot with all the craziness going on there. So I wasn't, you know, able to commit to a schedule sooner than like the summer months, but as of the summer months after this past university semester wrapped up, I wanted to get into a schedule there again, and I brought that up to my instructor. And you know what he told me? He told me, make 4 consecutive classes. Then we can talk about putting you back on a schedule again. Otherwise, you know, just keep on coming in whenever you want to come in. But once you make, like, 4 consistent classes in a row, then we can talk about, like, a schedule and paying for classes again and whatnot. It's like, my goodness. They are so kind to me. Like, my heart melts. So, you know, the past, ever since summer, I have been trying to come in regularly, whatnot, and work towards getting my previous ability back and whatnot. And considering the attempts at this past testing were the best attempts that I've had, like, I mean, a few years ago when I was testing, I got like 2 out of 3 every time on the scissor round. But it felt a little bit better this time, and the power back 5 out of 6, that's the best I've ever done. And I also don't know how that's freaking, you know, physically possible, because, like, when you have, like, a stack of a bunch of boards, there's more under my desk there, but when you have a stack like this, you know, and they're all literally strapped together really tight, then if you hit it with a force, it's going to travel to the back first. So, you know, the back ones are probably the ones that are going to break first, so. And usually when this many boards are stacked together because of that, typically how it goes is either you break none of them, all of them, or like the back 1 to 2, because it's not like the front one can like split and, you know, move down forward like that if this one's in the way, and it's not like that one can split like that if this one's in the way, and so on and so forth. So most typically, if just some break, it'll typically be like the back couple or something like that. And yet somehow, I don't even know how it's physically possible, I managed to break 5 with like one of the ones around the middle still being full. Like, you like, I'm not an expert in physics or anything like that, or structural integrity, but I don't know how that happens. And one of my fellow classmates I was talking about it with earlier today, we had both gone testing for it. He was talking to me about that, and he was like, how the heck is that possible? I'm like, I don't know. So I just had like uber bad luck there, but you know, it is a good sign there that, you know, I can do what I need to do. I just need to like keep going at it until I get it. The testing stuff that I need to do is kind of like it's kind of like speed running in a video game where it's like, you know, you can get X time. You just need to put in enough attempts until you get like the run. That's what it feels like for my testing right now. You suck in physics, but even you know that the middle one surviving is weird. Yeah, I don't know why that happened. I didn't know how many I broke when I first kicked it. I mean, there's a clip of it in the freaking Storytime channel. I believe it is there. Yeah, these were the, I don't know why the first one's super low quality and whatnot. But this was the one that broke like the 5 out of 6 right here. And you can't really tell which ones are broken in the video. You could just tell that it's some of them. I think that it was 4 that had like initially broke. And it's when my instructor was coming and inspecting them later that he tells me that you broke 5 out of 6. And he holds one, I don't know which one it was, but he goes and, well, I guess my camera isn't up when I'm doing, oh no, my camera is still up while I'm doing that. But while I'm sitting on this side, he goes up to me with like one board that's like partially broken or something, and he just uses his hands really casually to snap it the rest of the way, and he goes, you broke 5 out of 6, and I was like, what? No. And, you know, my fellow black belt volunteers were looking at that like, no way, what? That, that shouldn't be possible. So, you know, I don't know what my luck there is. That was thoroughly wacky. And then the scissor round is just like, you know, you gotta get all 3 of them. And it was a freaking, like, different 2 out of 3 every attempt was the thing. So, it's funny. Doing this breaking right here is actually one of the things from my channel trailer. That channel trailer that I made, like, a couple of years back. It's me attempting this that I have in, like, the bit where I say martial artist is, like, one of the things I am. Except I figured nobody would look closely enough in the channel trailer to see that I failed it. In the channel trailer version, the one that I didn't break was this one, the sidekick. And then in this, the one that I didn't break was the one on the right there, the front snap kick was the thing. I mean, I've broken different 2 out of 3 every time. So, you know, there's that. Anyway, so, there's that. But yeah, don't know how nobody noticed that during playtesting. Wait, what? Playtesting real life that breaking 5 out of 6 is possible? I'm confused. I'm confused what this means here. I'm sorry to say. I'm a smidge confuzzled.
What's up?
Oh, hey, what's up? My father? Yeah, he was here to talk to Edelgard. But he's gone back east now. He was kind of interested in you, too. Okay. Wait, how... Hold on. Unit information. Can you pull up, like, a, What's the, profile thing? Okay, age is a mystery in this. I was about to say, if this was like a freaking, when Caspar was like, yeah, my dad was interested in you too. If this was like a Pokemon situation, I would have just been like, yeah, tell your dad I'm 10. Is what I would have been. I don't think this is a Pokemon situation. I think all the characters in this are basically adults, but that would have been really funny to say to Caspar. Anyway, I'm sorry. That's neither here nor there. Anyway, so like, you know, I didn't get it this time, but it's at the point where it's like, I know that I can do it, you know? I know that it can be done. Is that my doggy around the corner? Hi, Jesse. Jesse. Jesse, hi. 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 Aww. But yeah, the glitch that the middle one survives, although it's physically impossible. An attempt of it. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how it happens. I showed it like earlier this stream, but I can grab the thingamabob again. What? The actual stack of boards that I got at the end. Wow. Looks like this. It is a bunch of halves, is the thing. And I tried matching them up, and not all of them match up. I just know that this was, like, associated with my stat, because the freaking smiley face on this one is the only reason why I knew that. But I tried matching these up, and they didn't all match up, and it's like, oh, I guess this is just, like, a general discard pile of boards in general, which a lot of them are probably ones that I broke, but some pieces are missing. Not like it matters. The only reason why I picked them up and brought them was because, like, it's fire kindling, essentially. It's free wood to bring to the family's lake cabin. These things are actually really good for kindling. If you take, like, a hatchet and go, like, right alongside like this, it cuts up, like, really well. It's awesome. So, yeah, and I also asked my instructor if I could have some more broken boards for kindling. So when I came in today, he was leaving just as I was arriving, but he told me like, oh yeah, I actually prepared a box for you. It's gonna take like 2 people to carry it though. So I saw the box after class. I just like this big box like this, just like filled with broken boards. I was like, oh, great. So I got some help. I brought it to my car, and now there's like a big box of broken boards, just like this in the back of that are all gonna get like burnt over time and whatnot. So hey, free wood. You know, there's that. Hello, Codebox. How are you doing today? So yeah, that's what happened with that. Let's adjust the doogie cam, something like that. But yeah, you know, so on one hand, it's like, I know I can do it. I just need to, you know, have things go right and have the stars align. On the other hand, I look at stuff like this and it's like, how is this supposed to be humanly possible to break through that? I don't know. Sometimes I don't know these things. Let's put that back down there is what we'll do. So yeah, there's that. There's that. I was just telling the story of like testing stuffs when it comes to Taekwondo shenanigans. So yeah, there's that. I'll bring this box of broken boards out to the lake cabin the next time that I'm out there. Also context code, by the way, just your other account. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha in that case. Training grounds. Wait, can I do the ooh. We could unlock master classes, or we have plenty of other classes that we can work in the meantime. This is the max amount of training slots now. So I may as well see through to the end now. All the training, unless I can do this. veteran training gear. If I can get 15 veteran training gear, then I may as well go through with, like, training everybody to the, max, you know, and whatnot, because I have all the slots now and stuff. Anyway, as always happens with, how is this one compared to Hyrule Warriors? I like it. I mean, it depends what Hyrule Warriors it mean, the first one or Age of Calamity, is what it means. What was I looking for again? But yeah, as happens after each black belt testing, the Master of the Dojang went and treated us all to some Korean dinner afterwards at this Korean restaurant and such. So that was a nice pleasant time. Yeah, they're both great, but you know, gameplay wise, they're definitely a decent bit different there. And whatnot. Let's just see here. So yeah, that was a nice pleasant time. You know, caught up with some people that I hadn't seen in a long time. One of the people that I was chatting with there is this 4th degree that's been there for a long time. 4th degree black belt is considered masters, by the way, and something that I think would be really cool to hit one day. He was someone that, you know, I'd always be training with whenever there was any partner-related work for a long time. But ever since COVID, I don't really see him around in training that often, but he still always helps out with testing. So I was catching up with him a decent bit. And we're always, like, partners and whatnot because, you know, I've kind of mentioned... I don't know if I mentioned it before? How, a lot of the people in, like, the black belt classes are largely, like, high school students because a lot of people either quit when they get their 1st degree black belt or quit after they graduate high school and move on to other stuff. So I'm like one of the few university students in there. So this pal of mine that I trained with, he's like in his mid-30s, something like that. But, you know, I'm the closest one in the class to his age, so we always pair off for, you know, training and whatnot. So it was nice catching up with him. And something that I didn't know about him until this dinner a couple days ago is that he also plays video games on the side, like not super seriously, but you know, he's into a decent bit of gaming stuff and whatnot. So lo and behold, me and him were the last people to leave when the restaurant closed because we were talking about video games for hours on end, just this back and forth. One of the things that he recently decided to pick up on his I think it's PlayStation that he has rather than Xbox, but he recently decided to pick up the Ezio collection and started playing Assassin's Creed 2. So we started talking about that series, and I was talking about how I was slowly going through them all in order. I was telling him, like, the best one is 4. The best one is definitely 4, in my opinion. But yeah, so that was neato there. Hold on, let's see here. I wanted veteran training gear. Okay. And I was talking about, like, you know, my kind of schedule for games coming up and whatnot and things that I'm gonna be playing coming up and whatnot. And one of the things that is coming up on the Switch this October is Nier Automata. So I was thinking about starting Nier Replicant on the channel soonish. Maybe after I finish some other games, we'll start Nier Replicant on the channel to lead into Nier Automata when it comes out on the Switch this October. So when I was talking about games I had coming up, I asked him, like, are you familiar with Nier Automata by chance? And he looks at me and he's like, that is one of 2 games that I have over 100 hours in, the other being God of War. And I was like, oh, neato. He was like, it's awesome. The music is great. It's awesome. I wasn't the best at it, but it was awesome. And I was like, okay, I'll look forward to it then. Apparently he'd never played Replicant. But, you know, I told him, like, okay, well, I could get back to you on how Replicant is and whatnot. So, yeah, there's that. But pretty indifferent to the first 2 iterations of Hyrule Warriors and Fire Emblem Warriors, but love Age of Calamity and 3 Hopes. Yeah, I feel like the original Hyrule Warriors still has the most satisfying progression in terms of its, you know, adventure map. Just looking at that and how, like, satisfying it is to, get that. I might not be able to get all the, veteran training gears. I might not be able to do that. But yeah, that was a fun time. Got rename yourself to Boomer Harmonia in your dojo? I wouldn't, I don't know if it quite counts for that. It was great when you could have connection with video games and talk about them and one of your favorite types of discussions. Yeah, it was a good time. So we were talking about all kinds of different game series and whatnot. Had a university group that was into video games that met for hours after each class to discuss it. That's awesome. That's awesome there. Yeah, I need, like, what, veteran training gear, I think it was? Wait. Wait, no, this is delivering. I was so confused. So trade smithing stones. So veteran training gear. If I want 15, did I go past it? It's veteran training gear, right? 8. So 15 times 8 is what? 80, 120. So I need 120 smithing stones, right? So I have a lot of these. Yeah, so there, bam. So now if I trade smithing stones and veteran training gear, and we get the 15 like that, yep, 120. Then we can max out the training function of the training grounds. Is what we should be able to do. Hi there, you can expand a facility now. Until next level 4. Oh. Maybe I should just, like, invest things to, get, like, more upgrades as well, then. Because these other things are just, like, reducing the cost of leveling up. And unlocks the ability to go into master classes, which I don't have a rush on, because we can still work on, like, advanced classes for a little while. But if I do this, then the actual training effects are maxed out. But I'll get an extra training point, I think, if I just upgrade, like, 2 more things. So what's something cheap that I've, like, missed? Standard combat manual. Let's get 8 standard combat manuals, then. Unlock whatever the heck that is what we can do. Yes, I like this plan. I like this plan. So let's see here. So, standard combat manual. So if these cost 8, and I need 8 of them, I'm gonna need 64 smithing stones in that case. So I'll just give you like 20 more of these, and I'm probably gonna need like some other things here pretty shortly, so. And I'll give you like some more venom stone. Hopefully Sony doesn't get mad at me. Okay, I'll just do that, because I might need like some more materials for other things afterwards. If I want one more upgrade, just to bring the camp level up to A, you know? Wait. I was just realizing as I ran up here, it didn't say a facility can be upgraded, and that's because I didn't actually trade for the things that I needed. So, whoops. Whoopsie-doopsie. So trade smithing stones for the, standard combat manual, and I need 8 of these things. Yeah, is it just me, or is Dimitri's we need the church so to survive for this ability of foe then praise similar to Edor from Triangle Strategy? Maybe Dimitri doesn't like fully understand like what the choice has done and whatnot. I feel like Dimitri might be a little bit more similar to the Roland who's lost his way, the Roland who wants to vote to just let Hyzant take over. Is what I kind of feel like there, rather than actually being like, you know, part of the choice himself and, you know, knowing the bad stuff that they've done either in this game or in Triangle Strategy and whatnot. Okay, one more thing, Bob. So, oh, we can unlock the waterfront, is what we can do. On our dates, I mean expeditions. Basic furnishings, huh?
Let me know if I may be of...
Yes, because clearly you need basic furnishings at the waterfront. Yes, that is how waterfronts work.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army.
So, let's see here. It's called basic furnishing, right? Yeah, basic furnishings. 99 of these. Nice, looks like I did trade enough smithing stones before. I am basically out of smithing stones here. I could always, you know, trade in some other things for cool prizes. I mean, smithing stones. But, you know, after this, I'm probably not going to go around spending a whole lot of them for a little while. So I may not do. Look at that! Your camp is now level A. Your supply of training points and activity points is increased. Nice. And then there's finally the mountains. Cool. So yeah, we can still, you know, get leveling up to be cheaper and unlock master classes, but we have the max training slots, and all our things are going to be, like, trained to the highest degree that they can be. Which means I can just spend all my training points, like, whenever I want in each of these, like, chapters or whatever the heck. Without having to worry about, like, I should save it for now so I get, like, a better effect later, you know? Oh yeah, the class thing Bob just reminded me. Yuritsa mastered his thing. Armor Knight. So, you need to do something else now, Yuritsa. Like Brigand. Were you part of the Deathblow thing, Bob? Nope. You were not part of the Deathblow group there. Sucks to suck. That's a good comparison. Just found it interesting that in 3 Hopes he seems to help the church more to rational discussions because their personal vendetta align with his hatred. Oh. And whatnot. Could well be his reason for doing that there. He does have kinship now, right? Yeah, he has kinship there. I guess he had it for a little while. I equipped it before we did that last battle. I'm dying. Why the heck am I dying? So, Brigand for now, I think. Just because it'll, I mean, is there anything here? Oh yeah, there's offensive tactics. Yeah. Freaking 20% extra damage just for having a battalion deployed? Like, that sounds nutty. You know? That sounds pretty nutty, quite frankly. So yeah, he can work on Brigand for now and work up that away. So I think we have another slot now. Yeah, we have another slot now. So who's not yet training? Who wants to train? Out of units I actually use. I guess there's Manuela and Shamir. Is what we could do. Because I might not be using these groups a whole lot. Hello, Guzma. How go things today? Guzma, you know how I, mentioned on that one day that you needed to pick me up that I was preparing a package, like didn't share what the contents were and whatnot? Well, I'm sorry to say that it's still right there. It still hasn't been shipped out yet, but I promise it's for a good reason. I promise it's for a good reason. Please believe me. Oh yeah, look at my nice pajama pants. Can Manuela and Shamir support here just to see? Sure. I'll just do that. How about? Why ever not? Let us begin the training. Something is being prepared, but it needs a little bit of time, and it's getting a little bit wonky. from what I hear, apparently. Well, and Shamir must be the single cursed pairing of the series, or single most cursed pairing of the series, you think? Oh, look at all the things getting mastered. Sweet! I guess you're waiting for Xenoblade 3 to come out so you can add to the package. No, actually. It is not that. It is not that, because you're probably going to be picking up Xenoblade 3 on your own, like, anyway. Like, if you want, like, a Xenoblade 3 freaking thingamabob, I can always freaking do that. But if you're going to be picking up anyway, like, what would be the point in that? If I had successfully pre-ordered, like, 2 copies of the special edition, I wouldn't actually include that in there. I was trying to order 2 copies of the special edition, have one sent right to you, but it was sold out before I could, so I couldn't even do that. No, it involves 3D printing. Is what it does. That takes some time and can get a little bit finicky, apparently, and whatnot. Because I figured, like, in terms of something unique and cool, you, at least as far as I'm aware, you don't have a 3D printer, so I thought that might be a cool thing. So, like, all the things that I got were, are, like, there and, like, at the ready, but then it was only later that I realized, oh, 3D printing's a cool thing! That could result in some cool things. So yeah, waiting on, that. Yeah, I pre-ordered it. It was during one of these, Three Hope streams. Whatever, the Fodland streams. The same thing, same game. Yeah, I managed to successfully pre-order one. I got one, my cousin managed to get one, and then I made an alternate Nintendo account called Not Guzma, and I tried to do that to, send one to Guzma, and I was at, like, the checkout, and then by the time the page worked, it said sold out. I was sad. I was pretty sad about that. Sure, mercenary for fun, I guess, or something or other. So yeah, there's that. But yeah. So, you know, I have some things in mind for, like, 3D printing stuff, but, you know, while I'm, you know, trying to get this, in, because, you know, my cousin and my little cousin's the ones that, you know, you've kind of met before through the community and whatnot. They have 3D printers. They have, like, 4 3D printers over there, is the, thing, when they're all working. They're not always working. And a lot of them operate using, like, parts that have been 3D printed from, like, the other printers. It's crazy, the setup that they have there. But anyway, when it comes to that, I figured it should also be, like, a good thing to mention to you, because just in case, by whatever weird trick of fate, you had your heart set on, like, having some specific thing 3D printed if ever you had the opportunity, now is the opportunity. If, you know, you go on a site that's, like, you know, where you can find, like, schematics for things to be 3D printed, like, Thingiverse is the one that I most typically go on. If there's anything that your heart's ever, like, super duper set on, now is the opportunity, essentially. But yeah, I want to tell you that the Death Knight class is broken. I believe it. I believe it. I know your reach is real strong and whatnot. Let's get Bernie working on some beginner classes there. But yeah, I always thought that Amazon handled pre-orders bad, but Nintendo and Sony both showed that letting the console manufacturers do it even worse. Yeah. Like, I understand, you know, I kind of like where their heart is in, like, the sense of, you know, preventing scalpers from doing anything all that crazy, what with, you know, 1 per Nintendo account and whatnot, but my goodness, the execution just showed that they were not prepared for that at all. Head/Face 3 in a 3D a few years ago is pretty whack, but you don't have access to it anymore. Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah, look at all the things Ferdinand has gotten mastered. Because Ferdinand is, you know, one of our main characters of this playthrough after all, essentially. Alright, let's see here. So you got that done. Now, let's get everyone's, like, beginner classes kind of done and stuff. Yeah, cool. Cool. But yeah, as you can tell from Discord, you're taking a break from there, so you'll be gone from there a while. If you like, set your number through Twitch message, you keep in touch with you from there. I don't mind, but are there any, like, long distance fees? Is that a thing? I don't know if that is a thing there. I think it's something that my phone plan supports. I don't know 100% certain, though. Oh, I should actually leave this off so you can see what the results are of each of these thingamabobs. I'm just now realizing. There we go. Cool. A useful skill. Yes, the Death Knight learned Priest's Ploy, and it's a useful skill. Yes. Okay. Look at all the things. Look at all the things. It's so nice to have the training grounds maxed out. In terms of the training, that is. Again, there's other things that I can establish in it, but all the things related to training are done. So that's really cool. Yeah, maybe I'll have him work on Brigand, because I have a bit more fun playing as archers than brigands, so I'd rather be playing as that if Brigand's already done, you know? But yeah. Don't think you do. You have unlimited messaging and you've kept in touch with someone from the UK once? Wait. Do you or do you not think that you do? Because those are kind of conflicting sentences there. You say that you don't think you do, but then it implies that you do think you do if you have kept in touch with someone from the UK? Apparently. Let's see here. So you have all those done. Maybe I'll just have you work on, like, Brigand for now or something. Because, again, Archer's the more fun one anyway. What door? Is this something for Guzma? Also, hello, Oplin? Don't think you need a plan for that? I don't know. I know there might be long-distance plan thingamabobs. Wait, who was it again? It was, Constance is who it was. Yeah, let's unlock some intermediate classes. I have a decent few intermediate skills around. Fix your door so that you can pay me rent, or whatnot. Bam!
I doubt this will change anything.
Nah, it totally will. Don't change that, though. Should some more people unlock, like, more intermediate classes just to, you know, have access to things there? I have a bunch of advanced skills now as well, so I may as well, like, go around unlocking things like this. Especially because you might work up to, like, a magic horse thing down the line. So may as well unlock it.
It's hard to feel bright in the sun.
Yeah, let's unlock some things for some nerds here. Like, pass Magic Blade. What's this again? Shows the awakening on warrior gauges when using combat arts or magic. That sounds cool. Let's have you kind of work up to that as well. Sure. Bam! Bada bing ba boom.
I doubt this will change anything.
It'll totally change things, don't you worry. Yeah, I think I'm just being off Discord until the end of either this month or next month. I plan to tell you the next time you stream this here are. Well, I appreciate you telling me, but that does also mean that Tales of Symphonia is most likely going to have to be on hold. And I mean, honestly, knowing how multiplayer things typically go on this channel, it honestly doesn't surprise me at all that it would wind up being like a couple sessions and then be on hold for a while. Like, that's the way things go when it comes to us trying to do like big multiplayer things. So it's like, yeah, that's life here at this point. Oh yeah, let's just see here. But yeah, always be prioritizing like your mental health and whatnot, and you know, stuff going on over there. If you need to take time, that is perfectly okay. I don't want you to feel like pressured into doing things that you're not comfortable doing there. I need to give some classes to Hubert as well. Is what I'll do. Hubert, do you want some classes? What seems cool for you? Restores the warrior gauge with each critical hit. That sounds cool. Increases damage dealt to enemy commanders. That's also cool. That's also neato. Oh yeah, I should unlock this in case he wants to be like a Dark Knight. Just kind of figure for the past few weeks we haven't really played it, so you kind of gave up waiting. Wait, what do you mean that you gave up waiting? For, just not gonna inquire about it anymore? Because, like, I still want to inquire about it and see, like, when we can potentially do things. But if you want to take a step back from things and whatnot, you can absolutely do that. Let's see here. Increase the warrior gauge and proportion to his dexterity. That sounds cool. I mean, you have offensive tactics here as well. So let's go ahead and unlock Brigand, even if you don't get Death Blow. Because I wouldn't mind getting sessions in here and there. But yeah, I am worried that it's just going to become one of those games that takes like a year to get through. You know? Is what it might become. Alright, what other things do you kind of want unlocked here? Wait. What do you have here again? Oh yeah, the big game hunter seemed kind of interesting, right? So sure, let's unlock mercenary, I guess. Bam! There you go, Hubert, your favorite. Absolute favorite.
All is done for the sake of power.
And I have a bunch of seals, so I just want to give you like another thing randomly right now for funsies. 7 intermediate seals, and what do you have here? Pavise, just because I like the symbol of it, and I like, you know, ever since Awakening and Fates, I kind of like skills that are like Pavise, Aegis, Luna, Soul. It's unfortunate that you don't get Luna there. Actually, it doesn't matter, like, because you'd be using magic anyway. Is the thing. With each, you know what? Sure, let's just unlock Thief as well. This is what we'll do. Bam, Thief Hubert. Look at him. Look, he's the total edgelord now. Now he's embraced his inner edginess. But yeah, you have to think about that. Join back on Discord just for Symphonia on Sundays, but I have to keep in touch with you about it, who's able to join this shenanigans. Yeah, and I might also ask if like Saturdays might potentially work on days that I'm not out of town, at least. Is the thing. So yeah, maybe work at Brigand for now is what you can do. All right, let's begin the next thingamabob of training. Yeah, I can let you know in that case. Bam, sweet, I'm Master Pegasus Knight. Cool.
This better not be one of those weird powers.
I'm sure it's fine. Stormblade. That sounds cool. Oh, that just reminded me that you got kinship as well. That also just reminded me that I was gonna look at combat arts, because some people are using combat arts that are already maxed out and does no bueno.
That should come in handy.
Death blow, sweet, sweet. Okay, let's see. So, first off, Balthus just got kinship as the thing. Also, been playing 3 hubs again lately, little by little. Just joined Claude and his wacky team. Okay, so still kind of in the beginnings there. Okay, so kinship's already set there. Are you having fun with it thus far? Let's, I have some of Claude's wacky team here, like Lawrence, Raphael, Ignat, Lysithia, Mira. It looks like we actually have most of Claude's team. And then only like 2 of Dimitri's. I think these are the only ones that you can get for Dimitri's. And then you just get like 5 of the Golden Deer here. So I'm basically playing Golden Deer here, and they're in all these weird classes that they normally wouldn't be. Okay, let's look through everyone's combat arts and make sure that they're, you know, working on things that can actually be leveled up. You are not Edelgard. Why are you not? How about Edelgard Smash? But yeah, have we found the young Link and Sheik of this game? I don't believe so. Or do you mean like just in terms of like broken characters? Because I know that when it comes to like young Link, one of the reasons he was busted was because of, you know, the magic in that, which is the equivalent of like the Awakening in this, which Tiki was like the equivalent in the original Fire Emblem Warriors. I have not yet encountered a character that's like really good for Awakenings like that. I mean, there are some characters that have like abilities that kind of play into having better Awakenings, but none that actually you know, let you turn your warrior gauge into the Awakening gauge. None that have that kind of thing. That'd be something really fitting for like Lysithia or something like that, I feel like, but unfortunately, that is not the case. Alright, let's put on Death. But yeah, let's see here. It's definitely very interesting finding you can switch between different party members. It's pretty awesome. Don't tell me if they die permanently. If you're playing on classic mode, they do. If you're playing on casual mode, they don't. So if you're playing on classic mode and someone dies, you basically just have to like open the menu, press retreat, and then you can start the battle over from the beginning without having to close the game at least. But you know, you do have to start the battle over from the beginning if someone falls if you're playing on classic mode. If you're playing on casual, then you don't have to do that. And you should be able to like check the menu and lower the difficulty at any time. I just don't think you can raise the difficulty again if you do that. I'm fairly certain. Oh, can this be changed? Save your change before returning. So maybe you can change between like this difficulty setting whenever you want, but okay, yeah, there's that. So I think you can change this difficulty setting whenever you want, but you know, if you play in classic, you have to stay in classic the whole time. You can, you know, change your mind from classic to casual, but you can't change your mind from casual to classic. Is the thing. And we always do these playthroughs on the hardest difficulties, so that's what we're doing here. Oh yeah, I was looking through combat arts and whatnot. Magic Awakening base character and the broken character. I mean, my character is already pretty strong, and whatnot is the case. Ferdinand's pretty strong as well, because his hold on, let's see here. Can I show his ability? Unit info. Let's see here. Yeah, his thingamabob here. Once you get, like, the hit count up enough, at level 1 it's 300, at level 2 it's 200, and then I guess at level 3 it'll be 100. When you get up your hit count just, like, a decent bit against, like, a decent group of enemies, you just get faster. And then as you get your hit count higher and higher, you just get faster and faster and faster. So, yeah. I think Ferdinand's has to be, like, one of my favorite unique abilities thus far. It's, pretty crazy. Have to see then? Actually been playing Minecraft here at the bar recently. You also just got COVID. Oh, stay safe over there. Looking at the meme of the stream, do you know if custom outfits will be added later? What do you mean looking at the meme of the stream? I'm not sure about, custom outfits there. Apparently, whoever you give the Merc Whistle to, you get, like, a unique accessory about them, and you get, like, the option to equip their ability. But yeah. Yes, this is the famous Ferdinand von Aegir, who we are playing a lot of in this playthrough because of, you know, paying respect to a legendary voice actor who voiced a lot of legendary characters who, unfortunately passed away earlier this year. Yeah, let's see here. So we're, you know, also hello, Esper's Eyes. I hope that you're, doing well today. I'm sorry I didn't say, hello before. Dimitri Sport Captain outfit. Oh, you mean like with the going live notification thing where Bob with us always posting a meme each time. Yeah, like we had in Three Houses then, you mean? Some of that stuff? I hope so. I really hope so. There is like a menu where you can change like outfits like in Three Houses if you want to go back to like the Academy outfits and stuff. So I sure hope so. You know, all the other Nintendo Warriors games, all the other 3 of them have gotten DLC. So I'd be surprised if this one didn't. So we shall see there. I kind of like playing Archer, so I'll probably work at something else for now. Like Priest is what we can do. But yeah, let's see here. Bernadetta can now work at this beginner class then. Is what she can do. Ferdinand, do you have all your beginner classes down now? You do. You do, actually. So I'll have you working on like your intermediate classes first so that we can play as like advanced class Ferdinand in battle. How about? That'll be nice. That'll be very nice. Having Ferdinand not be working at any intermediate classes in battle anymore, just work at them in training. Yeah, I think he's got 3 left. At this point, we can probably just have him train at those and then, you know, be in advanced classes otherwise. You're normal casual right now. Yeah, you don't need to worry about units dying then. In that case. So it'll be better for him to work at. You know, it doesn't matter. We're giving him both. Doesn't actually matter. He gets all the things. Like I said, like Ferdinand's gonna be like a main part of this playthrough. Of respect for a legend there. Ferdinand is gonna be one of the dedicated decked out ones. So in fact, let's just give him every intermediate class. Because he can. Because he can. Out of the intermediate classes, Ferdinand can be everything. He is going to excel in everything. All the things. Okay, I'm starting to run out of intermediate seals now, so I probably shouldn't be going as ham on other dudos here. But yeah. In fact, I wonder if at this point most people can just work at like intermediate or advanced classes. Because we can just, you know, be training in the intermediate classes without actually having to play as them, right? You know? I'm currently on chapter 1. Okay, so still in the very beginnings there. Alright, so Ferdinand now wants to work at, I don't know, McDonald's. How about Mage? Sure. Let's do that. Because it opens up a couple options from there, I guess. I don't know. Just started scanning your bazillion amiibos, but the game is capped on 5. Oh yeah, I should scan my bazillion amiibos. This is what I should do. It's not a bad idea there. Do I want to just have you work at Bishop there? Now, I'll give you a new intermediate class here in a sec, Monica. Let me actually scan some of my amiibos then. Is what we'll do. What chapter am I on right now? 8? 9? What, you might see my pajama bottoms. Yeah, look how freaking stylish I am. Alright, Byleth amiibo. Heck yeah. I mean, I've shown some of these amiibos before. I've shown, like, my first 5 there. Let's show some other amiibos this time that I haven't done before. Like, how about Samosa? Good old Samus here. Silver Gauntlets, cool. How about we do the Metroid Dread Emmy? Is what we can do. This is a really awkward one there. Brave Axe. Oh, sweet. That's probably pretty cool. Actually, let's not do Squirtle. When I can instead do Waluigi. Heck yeah. The freaking best amiibo there is. Yeah, I should probably be scanning these each day, most likely. And let's grab my freaking Japan imported Jigglypuff amiibo. Because it was near impossible to find a Jigglypuff amiibo here. I got this imported from Japan just because I wanted a Jigglypuff amiibo. Anyway, yeah. There we go. Yeah, that was probably a pretty good reminder there. But yeah, so stylish. Way Luigi. Yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, I think I'm on like 9 or 10. Think I'm on 10? I might be. It's one of the two. Yeah, it's Japan imported. So if you read like the bottom of it, it's not in English, it's in Japanese. And the box said it said Purin rather than Jigglypuff. The box said Purin. So there was that. What do I want to give you, Monica? Monica, just Monica. Is there anything that you really want to work towards here? Increase the potency of healing items, increase the warrior gauge with each critical hit. That could be pretty alright. Yeah, I can unlock Thief then, maybe. I don't know. You have access to Luna. Causes enemies to incur a reduction in defense proportional to the unit's luck, but that's not too important if you're a mage anyway, so like, what the heck? So what the heck? How important is that anyway? You can get offensive tactics there, though. So how about I go ahead and unlock Brigand? In that case. You still have the Fate amiibo? You believe due to some reason 3 houses amiibo have never released. Wait, like, you just mean in terms of, like, one styled around 3 houses in general? Because, like, I have the Byleth amiibo at least, but, that's, like, a Smash Series one. There. So, and when you say Fate amiibo, you mean, like, for Fate or Fire Emblem Fates? I assume just Fate there, in that case. Because I don't think Fire Emblem has ever gotten amiibo outside of, like, Smash, right? Is the thing. No, I guess it would be fitting for, like, the Switch. And whatnot. So it's kind of surprising that, you know, there weren't 3 houses thingamabobs there. Alright, you can work at Brigand then now, Monica. So yeah, let's go ahead and begin the training.
No need to be shy. It's just a little bit of sparring.
A little bit of sparring is what we were doing in Taekwondo today for the first time in like years. Brought my sparring gear. We were kicking one another. It's crazy to be doing that again after so long. First time since COVID. So there was that. Sweet. Oh, so Caspar's now done with a Wyvern Rider. This is a thing. Cool. Cool. But yeah, interestingly enough, you had a 3-day weekend. First time you worked where you've had a Monday of no work. So coming to work Tuesday morning is going to be really interesting for you. Should you be sleeping in that case? I don't have work tomorrow because they just don't have work for me right now. Because they thought like the database was set up in the way that I needed to work on it and it wasn't. So they're waiting for that to get done before I can like come in and get more work done. There's a little bit of like lab work that I can do with organizing the samples that they have in the freaking negative 80 degrees Celsius freezer there. But that can be done in like less than an hour. And I don't want to go in for like a full day to do like an hour of work. So, you know, I'm just staying home from work tomorrow, essentially. But yeah, sparring gear is anything like armor by chance. It's like soft padding armor, essentially. So you have like a whole chest guard thing where Bob, you have things on your forearms, your legs, and whatnot. I just had like on my right arm, I had like the forearm and like the glove, but on my left hand, I actually wore like the medical brace that keeps my wrist in place to make sure that I didn't like block a kick like that to bend my wrist back by accident. And that was something that I noticed during testing as well. Since I was one of the volunteers helping out, I was sometimes holding boards for people. And usually holding boards I can grab a board here and show, for example. Usually, oh, I don't have like a full board though. I guess I can turn it sideways and it can basically be like a full board vertically. Holding boards would be like that, essentially, is how I would hold them. So when I'm holding it like this, if people are like snapping right on the board, it wasn't too bad, especially if the board would break. But some of the ones where instead of snapping through the board, they just like hit it and they push it, and that like pushed my wrist back like that, I could feel it flare up sometimes like that when I thought my wrist issues were mostly behind me. So I'm starting to wonder if at future testings I should no longer be you know, one of the people that's holding boards like that. I can still do like sideways like that if I'm holding a board off to the side. Like that's no problemo. But stuff like that, maybe I shouldn't be board holding at testings anymore. I'm starting to wonder because I definitely felt it a little bit there. Anyway. Yeah, there's that. The Fire Emblem Fates and Echoes have had amiibo. I remember Echoes having amiibo. Just scanned an Alm amiibo. Just found it weird that they didn't have any custom amiibo for 3 houses. Huh. I just thought that the... Oh yeah, when it comes to, wait. When it comes to Fates, there was like Robin, Ike, Lucina, and Marth. But wasn't that just like the Smash amiibo? I know that there was like Korn. Weren't those all just like Smash amiibo though? I don't off the top of my head, I don't think that, you know, Fates had any amiibo personalized for. I know that it had, like, amiibo compatibility with a bunch of Fire Emblem ones, but I thought they were all just, like, Smash series, you know? What do y'all do with the boards when they get snapped in half? Do you still use them for something else, or do you throw them away? If it was a successful attempt, like, if it was a... There are oftentimes breakings where you have to break multiple boards. Like, for example, for my power back, I have to break, you know, 6 boards put together as the thing, and I didn't manage to do that. But if you do successfully break them, then you can, you know, take them home, you know, maybe frame them or something like that if you want to put it up as, like, a memory of your achievement. But, you know, if you break some, but not all, then they're, you know, then they're not really good for anything, and then they're just trash, essentially. And they usually throw them away. But I requested to my instructor that I, because they were just gonna throw them away otherwise, I requested to, take boards home and stuff, because this is good firewood, this is good kindling and whatnot. So here's, like, the stack of boards that I managed to break without doing it successfully. So I gotta break 6 of these together. So there's a bunch of halves, so this is thicker than 6. I mean, how thick would 6 be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that much is what I have to break in one strike right there. But I didn't do it successfully. So here's just a stack that's gonna be burnt, essentially, because it's good firewood, essentially. You're correct, I was wrong. Okay, yeah, because it didn't sound familiar to me. So, I brought these home, my failed attempt ones, and they're gonna be burnt. And, as for, like, the bazillion others on the side that, you know, are just, like, in, like, the kind of discard pile and whatnot, if you succeed, then they'll write your name on it so you can go and collect it and bring it home afterwards. But if it's an unsuccessful attempt, then it just goes into, like, the heap of stuff to typically be thrown out. So I asked my instructor, hey, can I just, like, you know, take this along and bring it to the lake to, like, burn it, use it as kindling and, like, good firewood and whatnot, which I've done before. Like, we've gotten a bazillion boards from them before that literally last us, like, you know, a few years, like a few summers and winters there, because we usually just use it for kindling to start the fires, because you use, like, actual dedicated logs once it gets going. So when I came into class today, he was leaving, like, right as I was arriving, and he told me that he had a whole dedicated box prepared for me, but it would need 2 people to carry it. So after class, me and someone else took, like, this box that was, like, yay big and, like, filled up to boards like that, all broken. And they're just in the garage now to be brought out to the lake. And over time, they're all going to be burnt. So who knows how long that's going to last. But, you know, from doing that with these boards in the past, I've found out that if you take, like, a small hatchet and, like, cut them down like this way, they're, like, wonderful kindling. These are great. These are actually awesome for burning. So, wow. It's good to actually have a use for them like that, rather than, you know, them just being, like, thrown out or recycled like they would be otherwise. So, yeah, we're just gonna... We've had massive bins of broken boards out there before, and we recently, you know, kind of ran out of boards there, so I asked if we could have this upcoming batch, and we could. So, yeah, we're gonna have a bin full of broken boards from the Taekwondo school out at the lake cabin, and that is gonna last us a long, long time. So yeah, for what we do, my family does with the boards is we burn them, and we you know, take boards off of the school's hands when there are some there, and we have space for more boards to burn. But otherwise, it's just like trash or recycle essentially. But if it's a successful attempt, then you bring it home and stuff. All right, so Bernadetta might want like a new intermediate class to work on. How about? Is what she may want there. So yeah, that's what's done with the boards. It will be burnt. Sure, let's give you this for now, Bernie. I only have one more intermediate seal. Maybe I shouldn't have gone as ham on some other judos. Ah, well. Ah, well. Oh, it's fine, Bernie. Look at this. You're mastering all kinds of things. It's great. It's fantastic. Here, so you can work at Pegasus Night for now. Cool. Begin the training. I really like the training grounds here. It's quite nice. Sounds perfect. Interestingly enough, one of the houses here in New Orleans doesn't have fireplaces, or most of the houses don't have fireplace. So if you wanted to have one, we have to buy one of the outdoor pits from Home Depot or something and have it outside. Huh. But there's not typically a lot of fires that go on here in the city. We have a fireplace, like an actual dedicated chimney fireplace here in the house, but we basically never use it. We actually put like an electric heater in there. Is what we did. And I'm not sure what the situation on like the rules here are on like, you know, what kind of fires you're allowed to have in the city and whatnot. But yeah, we just bring them out to the lake cabin, the lake house, and burn them out there. And in the lake house out there, we have an indoor fireplace that we do use to, like, burn wood inside as well. And we use that for... We do have a furnace in the house. It's not completely heated with fire, but, you know, it's about, like, kind of 50-50 furnace and a fireplace during the winter is what we do. So we're going to be burning a lot of these boards during the winter time. That's for certain. Use them for kindling in the back fire pit, and use them for either kindling or just, you know, in place of logs for the indoor small fireplace is the plan. All right, Petra, so you mastered that. You can work on mage. Still live in Texas, or a house that had a fireplace with a chimney, and every time it snowed. Wait, it snows? Like, I've heard of it snowing in Texas, but, like, very, very rarely, and like a millimeter. Use it every night, but nowadays just use electric heaters. Yeah, the easier to manage way to go and whatnot. Oh, I guess you may as well work on your beginner classes then. Here, work up towards the thing that can unlock, like, Holy Knight and whatnot. Or maybe, go into a similar class to your Bay, the Death Knight, by going into Dark Knight or something. I don't know. For funsies. Okay, sure. Let us begin the training. It is so nice to have the maxed out training grounds. It's such a good feeling. Let me tell you. Bam. It'd be nice if you got, like, perfect every time, though. Be neat. Yeah, you got stronger in your faith. But yeah, when you use the fire pits outside, it'll just be for fun. Yeah, out at the lake cabin when we use the back fire pit, it's usually when it's like later into the day and we just want to like relax and have conversations by the fire. Maybe cook some hot dogs or marshmallows or things like that. Just chill out by the fire. Sometimes we'll whip out a guitar or my electric keyboard and let people play music if there's, you know, a decent few people out there. And some people are into music and whatnot. Hello, hello, Anima. How go things today? So you got Brigand done. Nice. How about you do that? Just got level 2 in the training grounds. Feels bad. Yeah, we're out here speedrunning. I mean, I say I'm out here speedrunning this, but, you know, a lot of people playing this game are already on, like, playthrough 2 or 3 or something like that. But they're probably also, like, bum rushing through the story. Potentially. I don't know. I don't know. Linhart, what do you want to work on? I guess I'll use my last freaking intermediate seal on Linhart, and then I'll be out of intermediate seals. I don't want any new intermediate things on my unit, do I? Because I can always unlock, like, more advanced things for various different units and stuff, right? And stuff. Nani, you're still at your first playthrough? Yeah, so am I. So am I here. Alright, yeah, Linhart can work on a new... Like, we have a decent few advanced seals and whatnot. Here, he can unlock Brigand as well. I don't know if he's part of the Deathblow group. But if not, that just means that he's probably part of the, offensive tactics or whatever the heck group. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe I should have checked this thing. Maybe it is. Maybe you'll learn a thing or two. So yeah, I can't do any more of those right now. What group are you a part of? Yeah, you're part of the offensive tactics group there. When a battalion is deployed, increases damage to enemies by 20%. That sounds pretty nutty. That sounds pretty cool. So yeah, do I want to... Okay, let me just see if I want to unlock any more, you know, advanced classes on anybody. How about... I'll unlock Paladin, is what I shall do. Bada bing, bada boom, like that. Yeah, and maybe I can just keep my unit in advanced classes now. And, you know, just be training in, you know, the, intermediate classes, because we might be at that point. Or I can put myself in the Archer, because Archer's actually kind of fun. Why am I backing out? I can just press the bumpers. Also, I probably want to have, like, a decent bit of priority on units like Edelgard as well, that I know are exclusive to this route. Like, may as well be developing the characters the most that you're for sure only going to be seeing in this route, you know? May as well. So, yeah, I'll do that. And then I'll go around changing classes if people have, like, mastered their things. Yeah, this would be good to get so that you get, like, the better axe prowess and whatnot. Is there a better axe prowess here? No. Okay, yeah, so just get, like... That's probably the highest level of axe prowess there, then. Oh, and you can get offensive tactics here as well. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. So, yeah, go ahead and unlock that. Unlock the things. I probably will have used something for a thumbnail way before this point, so it's probably honestly not that important to be turning off my cameras for it at this point. Probably not. Let's see here. You have a couple advanced things that you can work on for now. So that's a-okay. Ferdinand. What group are you a part of? You're part of the offensive tactics group? Heck yeah. I'm just gonna stop turning off my camera for these for now. Yeah, since you're part of the offensive tactics group. There you go. There we go. Ferdinand von Dragon. He has a few advanced things that he can work at now. My goodness gracious. Yeah, so maybe he should just, like, finish this off anyway. Because we can't go into master classes yet. I have 3 master seals. But I prioritize maxing out the training grounds before unlocking, you know, master seals and such. So, I mean... yeah, Linhardt has that to work on in the meantime. So we have the 5 advanced seals. Oh yeah, you're done with that now, Caspar. So I could just unlock like his canon next kind of thing. Wait. Oh, his canon next thing is actually warrior. I thought that'd be like brawling. Oh. Oh, and there's axe prowess there too. And axe prowess could make you better off in, you know, things like this. So sure, let's actually put him into his thing that the game is recommending me here with warrior. Sure. I'll do it.
Feels like me.
Feels like me. So I'll even change to that then, sure. Bernie here is still working at warrior, okay. And has some other advanced classes to be working on there. Dorothea is working at bishop there. Yep, cool. Cool enough. Petra, there's assassin there. I can give her swordmaster as well. I know that swordmaster's pretty freaking crazy. She can also do paladin. If she really wants to. Wait. No, you're not part of the offensive thingamabob group, but you are part of the deathblow group there. Interesting. I could unlock warrior on you for funsies. Is what I could do. So an interesting post on Reddit about the battle system when it comes to the Tales series, and Vesperia and Symphonia are ranked as the worst. Oh boy.
A new challenge that will be overcome.
I'll just unlock it for now. And then you don't have anything new advanced that you can do there. Balthus may as well work at that when he gets the chance. Yeah. Constance, I'll unlock Bishop on then. So maybe I'll just be using like all my seals then after all. Seems like we won't have any seals to spare.
It's hard to feel bright in the sun.
Use all of the seals. Okay, Happy. You're part of the Deathblow group, it seems like, rather than having access to offensive tactics. It seems like, and you already have access to that. And you already have access to that. Okay, so that's probably fine then. But yeah, for some reason Arrive is 3rd worst, which should make sense because of how free flow and action packed it was. Yeah, I haven't played a whole lot of the other Tales games there, but you know, I at least like the combat in Arise. I very much like that. Alright, there you go. Warlock, advanced class for Manuela.
Start, huh?
Yeah.
Let's not waste it.
Okay, and then and I'll go into the convoy, changing around people's classes needed. And then I want to give Yuritsa one final new class. Let's see here. Restores the awakening and warrior gauge when using combat arts or magic. Maybe. Restores the awakening gauge with each critical hit. Ooh, maybe. Maybe. I might. He's not part of the Luna group, unfortunately. Luna would have been cool on him. Would have been neato. He is part of the offensive tactics group, but he won't be able to work up towards it until Brigand's done anyway. I'll hold on to one advanced seal for now then. I'll hold on to the one. So, oh yeah, I went and did that whole thing specifically for Linhardt at first. So Brigand now. So yeah, let's use this last training point here. Wait, Caspar can be in warrior for now. But does he have anything else to work on in the back? Yeah, like priest. There we go. Cool. Just looking at everyone's classes here. Making sure it's something weird that I might not get as much time to work at otherwise. Bam. Do the things. Anything else mastered? Okay. Yeah, just that beginner class there. Nothing all that crazy. But getting some more cool things. What about physic? Cool. Cool. Wait, how does Darting Blow work in this game? So Darting Blow is a thing in this game too then. Which is neat. But how does it work in this game? How does Darting Blow work in this video game? Let's see here. The answer is... increases the amount that successful attacks fill the awakening gauge. Okay, I guess that makes sense, because the Darting Blow is tied to speed in 3 houses, and speed is a stat tied to awakening in this. So Darting Blow, Death Blow, sure. Let's do it. That we're not gonna need Miracle anyway, right? Probably. So, yeah, let's see here. Because some people are in classes that they've mastered. So let's see here. For changing class, my unit can probably just work in like some advanced classes then. And like train in other ones. So I could go into warrior for now. I don't think I have a lot of paladins. So let's be the paladin this city needs for now. How about, where's the crescent sickle? Who has it? I want it. No one has it. I'm taking it. Okay. There we go. Because, yeah, we don't have a lot of lance wielders right now. Because the only lance wielding line is like, you know, this line right here. Whereas there's a lot more things for the other weapons, it seems like, you know. So not a lot of lance wielders. Yes, Edelgard can work at warrior. That's pretty good there. Hubert can work at warlock. We'll switch into dark mage if it's like a really tricky battle. So you're done with brawler now, Ferdinand. BRB for a little bit, alrighty. You were part of the offensive tactics group. So maybe I'll actually change you to, oh yeah, Brave Axe. You got, that's the thing I got from the amiibo, right? Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah, give that to Ferdinand. Awesome. Yeah, I think we're at the point where a lot of units can just be in advanced classes from this point onward and just, you know, be training in the intermediate classes. It's probably not a half bad idea. Let's see here. Yeah, Caspar work on warrior. Bernadetta may as well keep on working and finish it off. May as well. We'll switch to this if, like, you know, a tricky situation arises. So you've mastered that, Petra. So I could always have, like, another lance wielder. You just turned Ultra Instinct Ferdinand into a merc. He's so much fun. And Mercenary is the kind of class that isn't too fast on its own. Thief is fast, but Mercenary typically isn't too fast. But not with Ferdinand von Speed. He'll make anything fast. Let's do... Actually... Like I said, we could probably just stick around in advanced classes. I have a few warriors, so... You know what? Maybe I'll actually get another rider. Sure. Let's do that for now. And then, yeah, sure, whatever. You can just stay in that Monica, and I'll switch you to this if the situation arises. Ash, work on that while you're, like, an adjutant and stuff. Yeah, all these dudos are just gonna be, like, making little smidges of progress and weird things. Pretty much is what they're doing. Balthus I had in Priest just to be, like, in the back. He could just be training in Priest. He already has Kinship. So there's no rush on mastering Priest at this point. So don't need to worry about that. I don't really have a brawler right now, so let's go ahead and fix that. Because otherwise I don't have a brawler. I would have put him into this, but because I'm kind of lacking a brawler, I'll do that. You know, sure, you can keep on working at Warlock there. Happy can, I don't know, work at Bishop and just be training in this kind of thing. Yeah, sure, let's do that. Let's do that. Killer Tome. Manuela can, yeah, go into Bishop. How about? And then, whoops. And then, you can keep working at Brigand. I could always just have you train in that. I mean, you don't have a training slot right now, though, do you, Yuritsa? And you don't have any other advanced class. Yeah, I can just have you keep working at Brigand, and then I can give you, like, that. Work up to offensive tactics and stuff. So, let's just make sure that everyone, once again, has, like, combat arts that they can use now that a bunch of people changed their classes. It's a good thing I checked. Oh, wait, I must have not have gone all the way through because Bernadette's class didn't even change. Sure, let's do Spike. Bam. There, some things to work at. Anyone else at level 3 and things? Doesn't seem like. Oh, yeah, there's the Thunder. Thunder! Okay, Bolganon. Sure, that sounds cool. Okay, cool. Alright, that was a lot of, like, dicking around in menus and changing things around and making people stronger. So let's go ahead and save before I lose that by some weird trick of fate. This is what we do. Alright, that was good.